Have you ever wondered how the largest creature on the planet came to be? A question to ignite curiosity as we delve into the evolution of the majestic whale. The largest mammal, a marine behemoth that chose the ocean as home, its intelligence unmatched, a fascinating creature that has captivated the minds of scientists and writers alike. How did whale genes evolve? What does the anatomy of a whale reveal? Where did they originate? If so, you're in for a journey through time, as we unravel the fascinating evolution of whales. Believe it or not, the earliest ancestors of whales lived on land. Yes, you heard it right. The majestic ocean giants that we know and love today had their beginnings on terra firma. Picture a creature, not dissimilar to a modern-day wolf, roaming the ancient landscapes around 50 million years ago. This creature is known as Pakicetus. Pakicetus, a four-legged land-dwelling mammal, is considered by many researchers to be the earliest known ancestor of whales. This might seem strange initially, considering the stark differences between a terrestrial mammal and a marine one, but there's a compelling body of evidence that supports this theory. Fossils, the timeless storytellers of our planet's history, have revealed fascinating insights into Pakicetus and its connection to whales. These remnants of the ancient past show a unique combination of characteristics, some of which are distinctly terrestrial, and others that hint at an aquatic future. One of the most striking features of Pakicetus fossils is their ear structure, a trait that links them to modern whales. Pakicetus possessed a feature called an involucrum, a dense bone in the middle ear, which is also found in all modern cetaceans, the group that includes whales, dolphins, and porpoises. This shared feature is a convincing clue that Pakicetus is indeed an ancestor of these marine mammals. Moreover, Pakicetus's teeth were similar to those of modern whales, further cementing the connection. While the body structure of Pakicetus was primarily terrestrial, these marine-like traits suggest that these creatures might have been semi-aquatic, hinting at the evolutionary path that would eventually lead their descendants to fully embrace life in the water. So, there we have it. The ancestors of whales were not always the ocean-dwelling leviathans we are familiar with today. They were once land-dwelling mammals with four legs and a terrestrial lifestyle. And it was from this unlikely starting point that the incredible journey of the whale began. So, our ocean giants started their journey on dry land, but how did they wind up in the water? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this captivating tale of evolution in our next segment. Adapt or perish, that's the law of nature, and our early whales chose to adapt. So how did these land-loving mammals make the leap into an aquatic lifestyle? It's a story of gradual yet remarkable evolution. There was a time when the early whales, known as Pakicetus, roamed the earth, their feet firmly planted on the ground. But over tens of millions of years, the Earth's climate began to change, and these creatures were faced with a choice: adapt to a new environment or face extinction. They chose the former, and thus began an incredible transformation. Their bodies morphed and changed, adapting to the demands of the water. Their legs grew shorter, their bodies elongated, and a layer of fat, or blubber, enveloped them for insulation against the cold ocean waters. Their nostrils shifted towards the top of their heads, forming what we now recognize as a blowhole. This allowed them to breathe without having to completely surface, a crucial adaptation for a life spent mostly underwater. Their tails flattened and widened into flukes, providing the power for swimming and diving. Their forelimbs, once used for walking, transformed into flippers for steering and balance. However, despite these changes, they retained certain vestiges of their terrestrial past. For instance, unlike fish, which move their tails side to side, whales undulate their tails up and down, a movement pattern that echoes their land-dwelling ancestors. But it wasn't just about physical adaptation. Their behavior changed too. They developed techniques for underwater hunting and communication. They learned to hold their breath for extended periods and to dive deep to escape predators or access food sources. Through all these changes, these early whales began to thrive in their new aquatic environment. Their evolution is a testament to the power of adaptation, the ability to change and evolve in response to environmental pressures. With time, these mammals became better suited to life in water, but they were yet to become the giants we know today. Imagine, if you will, a world where the largest creatures are not on land, but in the sea. As we journey further into the fascinating story of whale evolution, we find ourselves at a turning point. Our early amphibious whales had made the shift from land to water, but they were still a far cry from the enormous ocean-dwelling giants we know today. What brought about this colossal change? The answer lies in the ancient oceans. As marine ecosystems became more diverse and complex, whales found themselves in a world of opportunity. The abundance of food in the vast ocean depths was an invitation for these creatures to grow. As they grew larger, they were able to dive deeper and stay underwater for longer periods, accessing food sources that were out of reach for smaller creatures. But this increase in size was not just a simple matter of eating more. It was a complex process involving changes in anatomy and physiology. Whale skeletons began to change, with their bones becoming denser and stronger, allowing them to withstand the pressure of deep-sea diving. Their bodies became more streamlined, reducing drag and making swimming more efficient. Their jaws and teeth also evolved, adapting to their changing diet. They developed baleen, a filter feeding system that allowed them to consume large quantities of tiny prey, like krill and small fish. This was a game changer, allowing whales to exploit a food source that was abundant but previously inaccessible. And thus, over millions of years, small, amphibious mammals evolved into the largest creatures ever to inhabit the Earth. But size wasn't the only thing that changed. As they grew in size, whales also developed intricate social structures and communication systems, showing a level of intelligence that rivals, and in some aspects surpasses, that of our own species. Our whales have now become the giants of the sea, but they are also intelligent beings. Let's see how that came to be. Brains and brawn, whales have it all. Now let's dive into the fascinating realm of whale intelligence. You see, these marine giants don't just impress us with their size, but also with their cognitive capabilities. The evolution of intelligence in whales is a captivating topic, and it's one that's led to some truly intriguing discoveries. Just like humans, whales have highly developed brains. They exhibit complex social structures, intricate communication systems, and even demonstrate self-awareness. Yes, you heard that right. Whales are known to recognize themselves in mirrors, a trait only shared with a select few species on this planet. But let's step back a bit. How did this intelligence evolve? The answer lies in the social nature of these creatures. Whales live in tight-knit groups known as pods, where they learn, teach, cooperate, and form lasting bonds. This social lifestyle necessitates advanced communication skills. Over millions of years, whales have developed a rich repertoire of sounds for communication. From the haunting songs of humpback whales that travel miles through the ocean, to the series of clicks used by orcas to echolocate their prey, these vocalizations are a testament to their cognitive prowess. And what about their brain structure? Well, whales have a highly convoluted neocortex, the part of the brain associated with higher-order brain functions such as sensory perception, cognition, generation of motor commands, spatial reasoning, and language in humans. The presence of this complex structure suggests that whales too have the capacity for sophisticated cognitive processes. Also noteworthy is the fact that certain species of whales have spindle neurons, the same cells associated with social organization, empathy, and intuition in humans. This discovery further reinforces the idea of whales as sentient, intelligent beings. So, our whales have evolved into the intelligent, massive creatures we know today. But what does this mean for us? Well, it certainly adds a layer of intrigue to our understanding of these ocean giants, and it challenges us to consider how we interact with and protect these remarkable beings. Why should we care about the evolution of whales, you might ask? Well, it's not just about tracing the lineage of these marine giants, but also about understanding our planet's rich biodiversity and the intricate balance of our ecosystems. Whales, being the largest mammals on Earth, play a vital role in maintaining the health of our oceans. They contribute to nutrient cycling by bringing essential elements from the ocean depths to the surface, supporting the growth of phytoplankton. These microscopic organisms not only form the base of the marine food chain, but also generate around half of the world's oxygen supply. But the significance of whales extends beyond their ecological role. Their unique evolutionary journey from land to water provides us with invaluable insights into how life can adapt and thrive in diverse environments. This understanding can help us comprehend how other species might evolve in response to changing habitats, a crucial knowledge in an era of rapid climate change. Moreover, the intelligence and complex social structures of whales challenge our perception of non-human cognition. Their sophisticated communication systems, cultural transmission, and even their capacity to grieve pose intriguing questions about the nature of intelligence and consciousness. By understanding the evolution of whales, we can gain a greater appreciation for these magnificent creatures and the fascinating world they inhabit. So let's dive deeper, explore further, and continue to marvel at the wonders of our blue planet.